welcome to another episode of the Content Marketing Cheat Sheet Podcast. I'm your host, Nina Vielvasso, and if you want to know how to build your personal brand and gain credibility online to turn passion into profit with content marketing, you are at the right place. And today we are talking about Instagram, one of my favorite social media platforms. Instagram is super valuable to business owners, so I want to show you 8 fantastic ways on how to increase customer engagement on your Instagram profile. Who would have thought Instagram will become more than just a photo sharing app where you show what you had for dinner? The social media platform really evolved in the past couple of years, introducing features such as Instagram stories, reels, open up more for advertisers on the platform. And all of these ways are really incredible opportunities for you to reach your audience. With over 800 million monthly users, this is a platform your business should definitely be on. And if you're listening to this episode, if you're listening to this video, I bet you're probably on Instagram already, but there might be some lack of engagement on this platform. So I want to show you 8 ways on how to increase your engagement so your clients are engaging with your post. So let's get started. Number 1, create content your audience resonates to. And when you're posting on Instagram, there's a difference between posting for your personal use and posting on behalf of your business. I want you to understand that don't just post random content. Post content that makes sense and aligns with your business. And in order to find out what your clients are resonating to is by going to your Instagram analytics. So pull up your Instagram analytics on your phone and see what posts receive the most engagements. So you can actually see what posts receive the most likes, saves, which ones generated the most direct messages. And this way you can see what type of content you should be producing. If you're just starting out, post a variety of content and then do this for about a month. And then after a month, check in and see what posts performed the best and then create more content that aligns with what your audience is looking for. I just mentioned not to post random stuff and only post content that aligns with your business. So how about you want to be an influencer, you want to be a blogger online, you want to be an Instagrammer? Of course, you want to show more things about your life, what's going on in your daily life. But even though you want to be an influencer, you still need to post with a strategy. So don't just post content that's all over the place. Do you want to be a lifestyle influencer? Do you want to be a fashion influencer? Do you want to be a food influencer? You got to pick your niche, especially at the beginning, so you can build that engagement, you can build that audience. So if you want to be a lifestyle influencer, what type of lifestyle do you want to show? Do you want to be more of a home decor? Do you want to show travel content? So really create content that goes within that niche. And of course you want to sprinkle in your personality. But if I think about sprinkling personality, I think and I recommend that Instagram story is the best place to do that. Instagram stories disappear within 24 hours. So that's a great place for you, for example, to show what did you eat for breakfast? What are you doing on the weekend? What are you up to now? So that's a great way to bring that human to human aspect to your brand. But remember, you create content for your audience, not for yourself. So I really need you to differentiate between a piece of content that you would post to your personal account, so for your friends and family to see this, and a piece of content that you would post to your business account. Number 2, utilizing hashtags. Use hashtags relevant to your business and industry. And using hashtags has really changed in the past couple of years. At the beginning, hashtags were huge. People were going on the platform, they found your content by using hashtags. Nowadays, hashtags are more meant to categorize your content and for search purposes. So for example, if someone goes on the platform and they want to see, for example, what posts pop up under Los Angeles, maybe tourists go to this hashtag to see what they can do in this particular city. So they would type in LA or LA attractions or LA sightseeing to see what special monuments or museums or anything of that nature would pop up. So in this moment, in this day and age, I need you to use hashtags more to categorize your post and to use this as a search tool. So I need you to be very strategic with what type of hashtags you're using. And just a quick side note, on all my Instagram posts, if you go there right now, I use still 10 to 20 hashtags relating back to my industry, and I do still see traffic coming from those hashtags to my post. So I would definitely not eliminate hashtags, but I would be more strategic in what type of hashtags you're using. For example, if you're an accountant, you can use hashtags such as hashtag taxes, hashtag accountant, but these are very generic hashtags. They're very overused by people. So instead, you want to focus more on what is actually going on. So if you're in tax season, use the hashtag tax season. This might get people go to their Instagram profile looking for an accountant and typing in tax season to see what's coming up. Overall, you should be using hashtags for people to find your content, to increase your brand's visibility online, to drive more sales, and to encourage engagement. Number 3, run a contest or a giveaway. Running contests or giveaway are a great way to really increase engagement and to build your following on Instagram. Contests and giveaway are a great way to increase engagement, build your following, and giving back to the community. The length of the giveaway really depends on the dollar amount of the prize. So the rule of thumb, the more expensive the price, the longer your giveaway should go. That being said, you don't want to run your giveaway month over month, because this will increase engagement, people will forget about your giveaway, and you will see almost no return on your investment. So I would recommend keep the giveaway length anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. And now that you might think to yourself, I don't sell any product, so I cannot give away anything. Giveaways are for anyone and everyone. Whether you're a coach, you're a fitness coach, you're a motivational speaker, or you're an educator, you can always give away your time. So you could offer a 30-minute coaching session. You could give away a one-on-one training. So it does not always have to be a tangible product. You can also give away your service. And just a word of caution, while giveaways increase your following and increase engagement, some people on Instagram follow you for the sole purpose of winning that giveaway. If they did not win the giveaway, they will unfollow you and you will never see them again. Or they will stick with you, keep following your account, but they will never engage with your posts. You also do not want to post giveaways every single month. It really cheapens your brand. It just looks like you just want to gain followers by posting giveaways. You also do not want to participate in any loop giveaways. I know a lot of bloggers do this, but these giveaways, I'm not saying they're all fake, but the majority of them are fake and your followers will actually never end up winning anything. It's just a way for them to get following, get followers. And typically those giveaways, especially those bigger loop giveaways, they even cost you as a creator money to enter. So I think it's not a great idea. If you really truly want to give back to your community, offer something, offer either your product or your service and be very genuine about it. So to summarize, running a giveaway, always give away something for free. Make it easy and fun for people to enter. And by easy, I mean, don't let them jump to 1,000 different hoops to enter your giveaway. You will definitely lose them along the way. Keep it very straightforward. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, or like this post and comment, or tag 2 people in the comments. And if you want to tell them, increase your chances by, for example, posting this giveaway across your other social media platforms or post it onto your Instagram story. Also share the timeline of the giveaway, so when it will end and what steps are necessary to enter. Also write in your description how the winner will be notified. And of course, as I mentioned before, encourage everyone to share your giveaway across other social media platforms. Number 4, ask for feedback. Asking for feedback is another great way to increase engagement. And asking for feedback is really a win-win situation because you will not only know what your client is liking or disliking, but whenever they engage with your post where you're asking for feedback, especially on social media platforms such as Facebook, so when your client responds to a Facebook post, when they write a comment, it will automatically share that post to their timeline so their friends and family will see it. And that's definitely a win-win situation because your brand will get even more brand exposure online. And you can ask for feedback online by posting, for example, an in-feed post, asking your followers to share their experience or their thoughts or their feedback in general. Once a user responds to your post and, for example, tells you that they love your brand, publicly thank them. You want to thank them and you want to publicly thank them because you want to show everyone that you appreciate that your user take the time and effort to write a comment under your post. Another way to ask for feedback is by utilizing your Instagram stories, and more in particular to use the Q&A sticker. You can find the Q&A sticker if you go on that little sticker icon on your Instagram stories and select the Q&A sticker. Now you can ask your followers a question and they will just type in their answer into the Q&A sticker, which automatically will be sent to your direct messages. So that is a great way to not only receive feedback a little bit more privately, but also opens up the gate to engage with your customer via direct message. So if someone takes the time to reply to your Q&A sticker, slides into your DMs, you definitely want to take the time to not only thank your user to do that, but to also further nurture your relationship via direct message. So you can either direct them to a blog post that might connect with whatever they told you, or you can offer some exclusive content. Number 5, run polls. Use the poll feature again on your Instagram story to engage with your clients. And the poll feature is a great tool to use, especially if you want to involve your community into making decisions. And what do I mean by that? If you want to introduce a new product or a new menu item or upgrade something on your product, you can put this into a poll sticker onto your Instagram story. For example, if you are a restaurant or cafe and you debate, shall we introduce a summer salad with fruit or shall we introduce more of a soup into our menu, you can ask that via poll sticker and let your clients respond, let your following respond, let your users respond. This way you can see what they resonate to, whether it's salad or soup. And you can also do the same when you're selling clothing items. So for example, let's say you have a t-shirt and you're wondering whether they prefer color yellow or color blue. And more of your audience is selecting the color yellow. Then you know, well, they like yellow more, so I should stock up more on yellow t-shirts compared to blue t-shirts. The poll feature really allows you to ask questions and understand your audience much better. So poll features are great to understand your audience, to understand your demographic and really their preferences. But it also gives your followers the feeling of being part of your company. They feel if they make the decision on whether you want salad or soup on your menu or whether to stock more on yellow t-shirts or blue t-shirts, it feels to them that they made the decision. So it definitely increases engagement and more of a sense that they belong to your company. Number 6, post your content throughout peak hours during the day. And I know it's hard to say what is the best time to post. It really depends on your account. It really depends on your ideal audience. Of course, you can always go to Instagram and check the analytics and see in your own analytics what would be the best posting time. But you can also think about what would your audience do? What is your audience doing right now? And what does their day look like? So for example, if you sell study guides, you might think about what does a student do? So they go to school in the morning. So for me, it would make sense to post during lunch or dinner hours because they're most likely consuming content online while eating their food. So if you're new to Instagram or if you have really figured out what the best time to post is, definitely keep on posting different times throughout the day and see what resonates best. Also try to understand what could my audience be doing throughout the day and when would they be opening up the Instagram app to check out my content. Number 7, responding to comments. If a user takes the time to write a comment under your post, you definitely want to acknowledge that and respond as soon as possible. And when I say responding to a comment as soon as possible, and I'm not talking about these spammy comments asking you to follow their page or to promote the sunglass company. I'm saying respond to comments that make sense. And if they're super spammy, meaning other people trying to promote their business on your account, straight up delete them. So if a user comments under your post saying that they love your product or they love the service or had a great experience with you, definitely thank them. You of course don't need to reply. Only reply to comments that are relevant to your business. I know that it might get tempting to reply to someone when they're saying, oh my god, I'm hosting a birthday for my cat and why this seems fun and maybe you love cats. Sometimes that seems a little bit out of order. So gauge whether it makes sense for your brand to engage in that comment, to that conversation, or it doesn't. If it's not relevant to your business and you're not commenting as a brand, that's okay. No one will say there and say, well, you didn't respond to that comment because it's not relevant. If you find a witty way on how to engage as a brand, definitely go for it. Also, users, not a lot, but I've seen that in the past, they comment with a phone number, the email address, or their personal address in your comments. You definitely want to address that issue right away. You should never share public information under a comment anyways, but some clients don't know this. So what I like to do, I like to hide or delete that comment after, of course, I'm writing down the information, and then I'm reaching out to the client either via private message or give them a phone call or write them on the email, letting them know that I hit or delete the comment and that we should take this conversation into more of a private channel just for security and privacy reasons. And of course, if you're active online, you might get a negative comment. And of course, if you're online a lot, if you're very active online, you might get a negative comment. And I urge you to never respond negatively or bad to a negative comment a user left under your post, even if it's true. The best way to approach a negative comment in your comments or a negative review is by using a very generic answer. So you could say, I'm sorry that you had a bad experience. If you want to talk about it more, please contact us at, and you insert your email address or your phone number. As you know, I'm a CMO, a Chief Marketing Officer in my daytime for a law firm, and we do get a lot of Google reviews. Some of them are good, the majority of them are good, and some of them are not so good. So what I created is a sheet of canned responses depending on how many stars and what type of review the client left on the page. Now I handed that document to our social media team, so whenever someone leaves a 1-star or 2-star review, we will respond with comments such as, I'm sorry you had a bad experience, please contact us so we can discuss it further, and an email or phone number will be provided. And last but not least, in the comment section, don't ever engage in an argument online. If someone says something bad about you and another client is defending, let's say, your brand online, and it goes back and forth, don't insert yourself into that conversation. Don't ever start arguing with clients online. It's not only totally out of order, it's also super techy. Number 8, last but not least, user-generated content. User-generated content is a great way to increase engagement and buzz around your brand. User-generated content, or short UGC, is any content that your audience, followers, clients creates. And user-generated content can be anything. It can be a review, a photo, a mention, or a video. And as a brand, especially if you sell tangible products, you want to encourage your following, you want to encourage your users to talk about your product. You can tell them by tag us in your photos or mention us in your comments or use our brand specific hashtags. If they mention your brand or if they use your hashtags, you can find them easily online and then repurpose their content. Using user-generated content, your content strategy, will also show other users that people are actually using your product and will build credibility online. If you're new and no one ever created any content for you, you can always reach out to influencers online, ask them, hey, can you try my product and post about it? So this would be a free product for exchange for a mention online. Instagram offers businesses so many ways how you can engage with your audience online. The platform is constantly evolving and human-to-human interaction is really key to Instagram's success. So hope these 8 tips helped you, and I would suggest you get started by implementing 1 to 2 strategies to see how that works out for you before implementing all of them. So start by 1 to 2 and see how it goes. And that led us yet again to another episode of the Content Marketing Cheat Sheet podcast. I'm so glad that you tuned in today, and I can't wait to see you again. And if you like this episode, definitely hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and connect with me online. Until next time, goodbye! How we say in Germany, auf Wiedersehen.